Absin has to play perfect. It starts with a serve. Aringo picks that one up. Loose ball. Chance ball coming from NUFEUS. Chance, they go up to between, who gets it off the blockers. On the other side, Ancheta goes to Aringo for the goal! And for 5-peat! The Bulldogs have done it! They have completed the run! Serve coming from Tagibolos. They go up to between. Oh, another block coming from Ordiales.
For the NU Bulldogs. Trademark NU.
And Coach Ed. Serving for the matches, Budin. Esparter was there for the first ball. They go up to Saavedra. Stolen! Single block by Jade Desquitado. Extends the series to a game number 3 for both squads. And what timing for Desquitado to come alive.
Ancheta again! And Tagibolos again!
Ancheta knows who to set at the right time.
Have won one 5-setter and lost one. Meanwhile, NU is actually 2-0 in 5-set games. And a bounce ball for Beng Tagibolos, who fires the crowd up.
For FEU coming off the bench.
And a change here. We see the shuffling of Coach Ed Orculio. But another one.
It's that mental edge, that championship mindset and experience.
The lead back to NU. 9-8. Yambao goes middle. That is rejected by Tagibolos. Two of
Shan Kamemayan serving. Now throws it up to Budin. Taste of their own medicine denied. Now second attempt still denied there by UE. Reverse set now to Ordiales. Nobody home. Unable to save that ball. A bit of hesitation on the side of UE. They can find other ways. Again, the ball is round here. And a while ago, it was a neck-and-neck battle. And it's not even the attack points, it's the errors of 5-point cushion.
That was a beautiful combination play from the Bulldogs. Obed Mokaba getting... Now a 5-point lead for the NU Bulldogs. After that timeout, opportunity niyan for UE to capitalize. So if they're going to give away free points as well, para manenegate lang yung advantage nila. We're seeing more loose blocks on the side of the Red Warriors. Very well for Greg Ancheta.
Let's see what they adjust after that timeout. Cogimbal with the adjustment. Chance ball given. Domingo. Cogimbal. Gapulta says, I am right here. Budin off speed.
Needs to add creativity to your attacks. Take a look at that. Mid-air.
Round of applause.
Make it 19-23. Buds. Wow. I mean, you gotta give it to Nino Bersana for trying.
Yeah. It's not easy. But in, that's pretty much an open look. Look at that.
That's a bullet. In one game.
Ken.
Ooh, what a block.
What a read.
That is the third best blocker in the UAP. Beng Tagibolos, ton of coaches.
Great pass by Alabar. Ibanez.
And it's a kill block that gives NU the win, capitalizing on their fourth set point to turn away Josh Ibanez and get the dub.
From UST, lalo na latter part ng fourth set, ang layo ng hinabol nila. They focused on their first balls and became more aggressive on the offense, but the block of NU.
But don't count out Jade Disquitado. He has been a game changer.
Gallego with the kill block.
Diego. And to remind you, he did not start this game.
And to remind the viewers that
Combination to the back row.
boy, what a set by Gallego there. Look at that. The blockers just didn't know what hit them.
Just extinguishing the fire with some big points. Gallego to the pipe. Straight up and down for Buds Budin.
Good pass.
Combination play.
Oh!
Gallego coming in hot.
I mean, the smallest blocker of NU gets a stuffed block. And that's what we say about technique. Did you see his last? When you're gonna go for a strong serve, maybe, but these floaters, you gotta get it in.
Disquitado saving it. Looks frustrated right now. Budin, drop ball to the pipe. Paulino. Another try for Adamson. Paulino will try again. NU will counter to Leo Aringo, but Paulino covers. Chance ball for the Bulldogs. The setup to Tagibolos.
Better execution for NU.
Too low. Gutierrez. Straight to Aringo. Ancheta. Free ball Adamson. Domingo will set. Back one. And stuffed by Buds Budin.
That should get NU going. A solo block there by Budin.
Number 2, Ancheta. Number 3, Jeff Gallego.
Gallego.
2-point lead maintained by NU. Abalia going up to Rahim, but Rahim is denied there, but single block of Buds Budin.
That is a big point for NU to block Rahim at all. Pag nakita niyo siya live kung gaano kating at a 12-point lead.
Shank pass. Adjustment coming from UP on the other side. Ordiales gets the first ball. They go up to the pipe. Budin getting that point. Budin scoring.
Feeling it.
Look at that.
But he played safe. Gallego to the quick. Big Tagibolos delivers.
The middles don't often get the sets.
Batas with 6 points so far.
Tight.
Down by 2. Oh, Greg Ancheta winning it at the net.
What a block from Ancheta. But that's already forced that overpass.
Tagibolos scoring his 4th block point. Overpass, Aringo. Good coverage from Piojo. Chance ball for NU. Ancheta. Back row, Budin. Got it!
Great find coming from Ancheta.
This is now the biggest lead for National University in the match. They're up by 8.
Scoring double figures now for UE.
Aligayon, yes, and Piojo with 10 each. For the Red Warriors, Buds Budin flying in from the back row.
So now side of NU. Mapa-back row, mapa-front row, mapa-block. Really scoring.
Time third-year player out of Tagum City, Raven Cizo. For the serve. Combination play, Buds Budin. Whoa!
That's what we're waiting for. Coming from the back row and hitting as high and as hard as he can. No blockers right in front of him. That was a big set also coming.
Nakailan na din kasi yung servers ng NU.
D-ball. Pambawi.
Miguel Yu will replace Amil Patiño.
Starting 6, all have at least 4. But then the instruction is load up on your serves. Jade, hole in the middle.
Great find by Jade Desquitado. They forgot to guard that space behind the blockers of Ateneo. It was just too late for that pancake dig.
1-point deficit. Pasiño plays it safe. Jeff, back row, Jade. Ooh, a pancake save. Whistle blown.
University.
Jade has gotten good.
As Aringo will now be serving. Going for that jump serve. Picked up there by UP. They go up to Rahim. Rahim deny there by the blocks.
It's really high. Pero pag alam na alam ng NU na doon pupunti sa...
For NU. Oh! Just grazing the tape of the net. They go up to the open side, but that's a solid roof established. Look at that again.
That was just too soft of a hit.
Oh, high hands of Abalia to serve. Pick up there by Aringo. That set going to Aringo, and Aringo going cross court.
What an angle for Leo Aringo. He was up against Lipata and Rahim dun sa UP, but he was still able to hit his angles. Look at that sharp cross. It boils down to the other categories of this game.
It's a 7-point lead now for NU. Ancheta going for a combination play, pero yung combination na sa pipe.
Sa pipe, sa back row.
Well, with the broad jump, it almost looks like it's coming from the front line. 3-point game, serve coming from Peng. Abalia going for that quick, that's denied by Mukaba. Lagando, denied by the tall hands of NU.
For setters, if the goal is to get the hit out, mas gusto ng left pin hitters.
Diao with it be quick.
Substitution is now working for Coach Dante. So we know that he can also perform.
His expression just shows it all. Ancheta goes up to Ordiales, kept alive there by Tommy, but that is not going to stay alive for UP.
Carlo Kabatingan, yan sa Maniego, again, alongside De Guzman to replace.
Tommy with that serve. Ancheta now goes up to Choi Diao.
This is what we've been missing, the center-middle connection of NU. Number 3. They have to bring that back because right now, mas nagiging organized.
He's a type of player can easily make it to the top 10 of scoring. In the meantime, Leo Aringo with a soft touch.
But you know, if you're Adamson, you are you only have one victory so far. So no pressure really. I mean, that error, but you cannot fault him for going for those hits. What a
That's why he's one of the best servers in the UAAP.
From Oben Mukaba.
That was a tight angle. So tight that Coach Rafi needed to... Domingo is probably having the time of his life.
Right, and really, they're making it look so easy.
Aringo was checked. Quadra will play setter. Paulino again, and this time a block.
Adamson's got to be careful. They have to remember still that NU is the #1 blocking team, so he's got the lead, and hopefully the rest will follow.
Domingo setting up Paulino, stuffed by Peng Tagibolos.
The blocking. NU's got to push, really. Again, their backs are against the wall right now.
Desquitado, decisive on that hit.
It's still a bit tight when he goes up for that hit. I mean, we know Jade Desquitado and his hits, but so far...
Quadra is the target. Paulino, stuffed once again. Was that Gallego? Yes, it was. That's a second kill block here in set number 3.
Boy, what an addition. I mean, now they're back And they're ahead here in set number 3.
Gallego was ready. Bump set, Aringo. Straight to Gutierrez. Tahiludin, denied!
Different players, same result. Just on point here in set number 3.
That's 8 kill blocks. Tahiludin, atake. Pinayungan. And now Peng Tagibolos is looking at his hands.
Working for NU.
I'm just waiting for the reactions. Just like that. Gallego. Pinabawi si Budin.
You know, you don't really envy Buds Budin because this is his 3rd year. His first 2 years he had, well, it is a comfortable 6-point lead.
From the opposite, pinayungan, Tagibolos.
Time of his life here.
So with that disquitado block. Regalo, Buds Budin. 3-point lead for NU.
Passing well, not a time for the overpasses to occur.
Early in this opening set, Obed Bukaba. Colinares gets a taste of his own medicine. There's a kill block for NU.
Well, he knows that Yamba will set it to him, so the block was there of the second set.
But 2 of those 3 points are errors.
Errors also.
Of USD. Colinares blocked. There's a nice start here for NU. They did get
And I think that was the first kill block from NU, but that was a good one. First.
Stronger serve from Budin and great follow-up there. Campton from the back, triple block.
In front of Noel Campton, nandun.
And NU right now on a 6-0 run. Timeout called, lets us in. And that's the kind of tempo that LaSalle plays the best. That's their strength.
That's true.
Back set.
NU squad, because they are a really, really tall team.
You don't want to...
Had 3.
So, pretty balanced scoring for UP. You want to still stick to that game plan.
Jade, that was sharp.
You know, he has that. That's what you love about Jade Discutado. So creative in scoring.
That's from a distance.
Then Mokaba, and that's the flow right now of the offense of NU.
But you know what? In the past 3 games, it's been mostly Jeff Gallego for NU as their setter. But UP as an opponent is also quite memorable for Ancheta because it was in round 1 versus UP when he had his best performance. 18 excellent sets for Greg Ancheta, as now he was able to set up his captain, Leo Aringo.
Opportunity to score, and look at this one. One of the best in today's game.
Tommy Castrodes. Back set onto Jade. Yeah. Cross court again.
Getting sets from Ancheta, we have to say.
There's the celebration. I don't even know what that is. Hindi niya pwedeng taasan yung expectation niya in terms of playing time. But in terms of the other things, as duties of a captain, marami kasing ginagawa pa yun, including paperwork, right?
Yeah.
This is a point by Buds Budin. He's wide open on his drop.
The low attacks of FEU so far here in this set.
Mendoza going for that serve. Floater popped up by Budin. They go up to Ordiales from the back row. That hits the antenna. That becomes an NU point.
Next to Budin was the top scorer in set number 1, given that he only came in midway.
Ordiales continues to serve. Picked up there by the libero. They go up to Saavedra rather, who's denied
for the Bulldogs.
NU now enjoying not just the freebies of FEU, but also the
making their own
the
points.
products of their own points. As we check in with this Obed to serve with 3 points already in this game. Kakao goes up with a dump, picked up there by Budin. Familiarity Buds over the triple block, keeping NU alive.
Points from the previous set were coming from those tip shots.
Hindi lang summer, mainit din yung game. Talisayan with a serve. Ceballos with a pickup. They go up to Espartero. He's denied. Oh! Solid blocking from the defending champions.
2 big block points to start off this set number 5. It was their blocks that really got them set number 2.
In the league so far, how do you remedy that? And he said it's going to be service receive, but so far, that is the problem on the side of FEU as they keep this ball alive. Coverage is definitely there for the Tamaraws, but Mukaba closes things out with a quick with eyes on his veins.
For the Tamaraws.
They have 4 unsuccessful challenges for Coach Rafi here, but he smiles in each one.
Yes.
So I think that's a good sight to see. In the meantime, Paulino, softer touch, Gapultos, secondary setter for Ordiales, who pounds the pavement.
Let's take a look at the location of the blockers. Well, he's attacking.
But now a 4-point lead for the Bulldogs. Oh, miscue, big chance, Buds Budin.
And the rest of the Soaring Falcons not in the right spot for defense.
The way Ancheta is playing in this game, 3 points away for NU. From the back row, Hitones. Easily dug. Ordiales, checked by Minor. Choit Yao. From setting to scoring.
Of the match. Execution, perfect on that big quick attack.
And Adamson is the 3rd best blocking team.
Bulldogs here. We're hungry to clinch set number 1. Will this be the last point? We'll find out in a few. Ancheta again to Obed. Sealing the deal. Early on this set number 1. Just a few short minutes dominating over the...
With 10 markers.
Oh. Nobody home there for Leo Ordiales.
Ancheta.
Quite a huge statement also for him, changing roles.
And Aringo down the line against a single blocker. Gets the side out.
For NU. And make it 4 because you have that back row coming from Budin, so talagang may hirapan. That's quite a damage.
Yeah.
No? Almost double digits.
Meantime, 5th set point for NU.
And there it is, the finish. The number 1 blocking team gets a kill block to close out set number 1. How about that?
Go out. His intention was just to brush it off the blockers there and let...
Gopio with 3. Ancheta to Aringo. Got it again. And a casualty, Ken Batas.
Now you can see it's a battle of D-ball there for both squads.
Mukaba.
Poor throw, but manages.
Yeah. Oh, blocked. Jaden.
A lot of points given up.
Tagibolos scores. Ancheta was looking at him even before. Good setup. NU all throughout the season. Safe and through. Makam. And also there for some defense. And the block. Met at the net. First, that nice dig coming from Hernandez, and then the rejection.
Meanwhile, for NU, an opportunity to close out this match.
That is true. Aringo will close this one out and win it for the NU Bulldogs. And Aringo shoots it on target.
And a more confident body language we're seeing here on the side of the Golden Spikers. Good pass for NU. They go to Disquitado. And he scores for the Bulldogs.
First ball, Disquitado. From the back, Ordiales. Champions, so UST really has to leave everything on the floor. I know that NU trained for this. That's where things change.
Great receive by Alabar. De La Noche. Saved by Gapultos. Buds Budin. Puts it down. No, he won't. 2 points for Buds Budin as they cut this lead down. Budin will serve once more. Ibanez, one blocker, but Greg Ancheta with a big block.
Block party continues for the NU Bulldogs. Single block against one of the best.
G-Boy. Ibanez. Set point after another block by Choi Diao.
Already a tight three-man block. Look at that, nowhere to go.
Everything going right for NU here in the third. Gapultos with a save. Here it goes, Aringo. Martinez will set up for FEU. Play continues. Peng with a setup to Disquitado, who gets that point.
Like that one, going for that tip. Just outsmarting the defense of
Absin to serve for FEU. Ahingo for the pickup. One-handed set to Leo off the blockers. That works for NU, tying the game at 5. Look at that. Saavedra with that serve, picked up there by Budin. Ahingo will get that one through.
Started out with another perfect pass, this time from Buds Budin. Yun yung nagiging problem ng NU. These are the leading scorers for NU and the FEU. It's Obed Mokaba for the Bulldogs with 9. For the Tamaraws, it's Avedra with 10.
Ordiales with that hit. Kept alive here by FEU. Ancheta going up to Aringo. That one gets through.
Throws out that angle. Far from the net.
Goes for a serve. By Ceballos, they go to a B quick to Mendoza. Ball is kept alive here. Buds with that push. Overseas. Oh, the answer coming from Buds Budin.
Just keeping that ball alive. They wanted to get a chance to get a kill block, but they didn't even need to set up their...
Starting off hot here in the 4th set. Between with that serve. Pick up there by Gapultos. Ancheta going to Buds from the back row.
Porciento ni Buds Budin from that 5 compared to the front row. I mean, he can score in both sides of the court.
Let's see what happens. Hernandez with that serve. Cacao goes up to Esparter, who pushes it right behind. Aringo was there. Budin off the blockers. Tying the ball game at 8. You feel the hunger and the hustle from these two squads. One hungry to bring back, to extend this to game 3. 2 points to tie things over. Cacao with 21 excellent sets, serves. Ancheta going up to Aringo, who gets a point and brings NU to match point advantage. Look at that. That push coming from Ancheta. And serve coming from Lyric.
They go up to Budin. Woods with an exclamation point. This is championship composure, Neil, working right now.
Single blocker. Look at the spike reach of Woods Budin. He was just on top of that ball. Attackers.
Quick hit from Absin. Let's see what NU will do. Budin with a push. Sabalos there. They go up to Saavedra. Kept alive by NU. Martinez going out off the blockers.
Bulldogs keeping that ball alive. And it ends with a kill block. A solid, tight double block from
Absin goes for a serve. Pick up there by Aingo. Aingo will try. Denied with the block. Esquitado, sinungkit. The tip coming from Aingo. Oh! Miguel becoming aggressive. Gapultos is there. Oh! A last-minute touch!
What an exchange between NU and these two teams. Started off with an excellent dig from Gapultos.
I mean, Neil, we have to note we've been waiting for this to happen.
Will definitely help their cause here in set number 3.
Put in with that serve. To go up to Saavedra, popped up there by Paeño. Ordiales picked up there. Saavedra again. Double block works for NU and they tie things at 21.
Against Drix Saavedra. Parang nasa game plan din ng NU. They let Drix Saavedra score, but in the end...